Products overall 10 out of 10 for me, especially if you don't want to take a whole lot of fat burners throughout your day and you don't get good sleep.
I I don't know why, but it just something feels kind of weird how he keeps looking at the supplement and then he's looking at the camera, looks at the supplement. What's up? Marcus here, bringing you more information on all things sleep. We're diving into Innosupps Night Shred. Night Shred is a sleep and fat burning formula.
Burn, baby.
I've been asked about this supplement many times, thus here we are with this video. Let's look into the ingredients, check out the claims, and find out if Night Shred is legit. Night Shred currently has 16,061 reviews.
And then review the reviews, of course.
It's nuts. And when you look into it here, most of these reviews are 5-star. And you can look at the breakdown here. Look at these reviews and what people are saying. I'll read some of the short ones. So you have here, awesome stuff, helped me lose over 20 pounds. You have right here, stress melts and sleep comes effortlessly. Then you have here, finally a solution to my sleep struggles. Not only do I sleep soundly, but I also wake up with reduced hunger and a clear mind. And then this very last one here, this stuff is my secret to late night pumps without the stimulant side effects. Pure pleasure in every rep. People have a lot of good things to say about Night Shred. Over on Innosupps Instagram, there's several highlights that they have there, and they have reviews highlights. And there's actually some on Night Shred. Definitely got to check those out.
Sleep is very peaceful through the night. I'm not doing a whole lot of twisting and turning. Wake up feeling great. Whole lot of energy. Cutting weight overnight while you're sleeping, not many products can do that for you.
Cutting weight overnight and sleeping better. Not many supplements can do that. It's crazy because oddly enough, when you sleep better, you actually do start burning more fat just naturally. I believe you can look at some research. There's plenty out there that will show if you are sleeping and it's not of good quality and you're not getting great sleep, actually most of the weight that you end up losing is from lean body mass, somewhere around 70%. This whole concept of combining a fat burner and sleep aid into one, it kind of rubs me the wrong way, because when you sleep better, naturally you are going to lose more weight, and most of it will be fat instead of muscle, which is a great thing.
For you in a good, healthy way too. Products overall 10 out of 10 for me, especially if you don't want to take a whole lot of fat burners throughout your day and you don't get good sleep.
I don't know why, but it just something feels kind of weird how he keeps looking at the supplement and then he's looking at the camera, looks at the supplement, like as if he's trying to read the ingredients and relay something off, but he's not. Obviously, he's giving a review, but I don't know. It just something feels off to me with that. I mean, I'm not saying that the guy's lying or, you know, anything like that. It's just kind of weird. With me, myself, if I give a review of a product, I'm not, even if I make like some kind of video about it, I'm not just always looking at it. I may have it displayed there, but I'm just going to talk and look at the camera. It establishes more trust. It seems like this guy can't even look into the camera, as if, look, imagine if he were talking to you and giving you this honest quote unquote review and he kept doing this. Feels a little shady.
This is great. You get both good sleep and fat burner. Come on.
I'm also a nursing student, so I have lots of stress, little sleep, but when I take
Yeah, I can imagine. Nurses, doctors, ironically enough, they are seeing tons of patients and they're running into all kinds of situations, and it gets nasty with their sleep themselves. And it's crazy. A lot of times you have doctors out there that are diagnosing, they're taking care of patients, but they're not even taking care of themselves because they are working these overnight shifts. They're working these extremely long shifts that are affecting their sleep. And actually, ironically, they're not even healthy themselves. They may appear to be fine and you may think they're great because they're a doctor, but deep down inside, they're actually in pain themselves.
Take Night Shred 30 minutes before I go to bed, I pass out and I sleep like a baby.
Oh.
I wake up feeling rejuvenated and ready to just take on the day. Definitely try this, guys.
It's amazing. It's easy to order online. This is the best thing that I've ever had to help me sleep. And let me tell you, I've taken a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I can relate to that. I remember taking so many different types of melatonin, sleep supplements in the past when my sleep sucked. And I stumbled across a product, I won't name it, but when I found this supplement that I took and I actually started getting better sleep, I thought it was the thing and I would talk all about it and I became so reliant on it. And then I got to the point where it stopped working and then I just thought negatively of it. I thought it was just like everything else. Before we get into Innosupps Night Shred specifically, I wanted to talk about Innosupps as a company. You can hop in on their LinkedIn and you can see they were founded in 2019. They're based out of Las Vegas. The company has had plenty of time up till now to build up a nice reputation and brand. They have high quality supplements. They're well sourced. They speak on their website how they stay away from artificial sweeteners, no added fillers, full disclosure on their ingredients. They seem pretty legit. I actually had no idea about Innosupps until I was asked about this specific sleep formula in Night Shred. All of these that I have mentioned are great traits that you want to look for in a supplement company if you're looking to purchase supplements from them. Here we are on Innosupps webpage, and with Innosupps from their webpage, you can get quite a bit of information from that right off the start. I did a review on EchoVision's Sleep Z sleep aid formula. I think it was about a month and a half ago. That video did very well, and a lot of you did like the format, and a lot of you liked how I pointed out how EchoVision wasn't very transparent. EchoVision can take some tips from Innosupps, and one of the reasons is because Innosupps here has this section on their webpage called Why Inno. We'll bring it up and there's a video that'll play, I believe.
Hi, I'm Jessie Hilgenberg.
And I'm Simeon Panda. Welcome to the Innosupps family, and we are so excited to be part of your fitness journey. Innosupps products are designed to help you reach your fitness goals while optimizing your overall health and wellness at the same time. Innosupps is hands down the highest quality supplement line in the market, and all products contain zero artificial sweeteners, fillers, or harmful additives, and I've got to say, the flavors are out of this world.
We also want to let you know that we are here for you. Innosupps has an amazing community of people from all walks of life with the goal of looking and feeling their best. We have an incredibly supportive Facebook group of thousands of people just like you sharing their fitness journey.
Click the link below to join today, and as a fun little bonus, Innosupps refunds one customer's order every single day in the Facebook group.
Wait, is that actually a thing? So does that mean if you are in the Facebook group and you're Innosupps, I'm assuming if you have an account with them or some kind of account on their webpage and you place an order, is it just someone's randomly picked to basically get a free order? I wonder if there is a threshold on the amount. Can you go in there and just order a bunch of products? Anyways, that's very interesting that they decide to do that. If anyone actually does purchase Innosupps and they're on the Facebook page, drop a comment below. Let me know if that's actually a thing. That's crazy if so.
Plus, any questions that you have regarding training, diet, and supplementation, Innosupps has a 24/7 customer service staff that's always on standby and ready to help.
Once again, thank you for joining the Innosupps family. Don't forget to follow Innosupps on Instagram and share your results in the Facebook group.
We look forward to hearing about your results in just a couple of short weeks.
It's pretty cool how they at least do this, and you can see above this video here they actually have their mission, and their mission is to provide the healthiest and most effective supplements on the market. We never include artificial sweeteners, fillers, or harmful additives in any of our products. Okay, the time is here now. Let's start talking about Innosupps Night Shred.
Waste while you sleep.
Night Shred Black drastically improves the quality and quantity of sleep while priming the body to accelerate the fat burning process.
On a normal night, I'm struggling to get 5-6 hours. I'm waking up all the time. Night Shred Black, I'm sleeping right through 8 hours. I wake up well rested and feeling amazing.
For the first time, I can see my abs. That's awesome, ain't it?
I've noticed my waist getting slimmer, and it feels like I'm somehow cheating because it's almost too good to be true.
Since I've been taking Night Shred Black, I've actually had the best sleep that I've actually had in years, and I've seen a noticeable difference in my weight loss.
I cannot get enough of this product.
Wow. I have to say the Z's, they take the capsules and they made the Z's there and they have the little animation. That's legit. Okay, so here we are on the homepage for Innosupps Night Shred. And right here you can see it's listed as a PM, sleep aid, and fat burner. Of course, they list those lovely 5-star reviews there. And it's listed right now at $44.99. You can see here you got a couple different photos of Night Shred. So you get on here. Here is the front of the container. Also on the bottle here too as well. Night Shred, nighttime fat burner, maximize the quantity and quality of your sleep while priming your body to accelerate the fat burning process with Night Shred. Taking 2 capsules before bed will invoke a sense of relaxation and improve the onset of REM sleep. And then of course, here you go again. They're doubling down on while you're sleeping, getting restful sleep. It's going to induce fat burning, and also it's a powerful thermogenic, which again, usually when it comes to fat burners, typically thermogenic and fat burning is used synonymous. They're basically the same thing. Or they like to, for an example, if Innosupps doing, they like to list them as 2 different processes that are going on. But at the end of the day, when most people see that, they're automatically going to think, oh, this is going to help me lose fat. Next, the final page right here, we have the ingredient list breakdown, which we are going to go through this here in a little bit. First, I wanted to scroll through this page here. They have quite a bit of information about this product. You see right here, the first thing it gets into is it talks about the sleep aspect of the supplement. Essentially, this product it's a sleep supplement and a fat burner in one. So they first talk about what Night Shred does in terms of helping you sleep, and it will go into detail on a couple of the ingredients that are in there. Again, like I said, we will touch on this. This is going to be the most important part, but I just want to scroll through here. They have quite a bit of information. I do like some of the points that they point out here and some of the information they provide. Now, when it gets to the fat burning portion of this product, I'm briefly going to go over it. I'm not an expert when it comes to that. However, I do have a lot of personal experience with this. I have dropped 180 pounds myself personally, and fat burners was something that I devied with early on in that process, but eventually I found out they don't do very much. I mean, they could, depending on the person. Everyone is different, everyone's unique, and everyone reacts to different products and different ingredients and different adaptogens and whatever it is when it comes to helping with fat burning. But typically this complex here is usually pretty common to see in fat burning, but I won't go into it too much. Again, I am not going to claim to be an expert there. I am reviewing this supplement and dissecting it based on the sleep portion of it. And of course, it gets into their nighttime recovery complex. I'll have a lot to say on that here pretty soon. But again, you get into they're saying all the right things. They have all these good points, but bottom line is, will Night Shred achieve what you are wanting to do? And most people are going to look at this product in terms of sleep. I don't think people are looking at this product and thinking, okay, I'm going to use this to burn fat. The way I perceive it and how I view it is, I look at it maybe not necessarily a marketing gimmick, but it's basically a way where they can add some filler, add some extra ingredients into the product, which of course they can increase the price based on that. When it comes to sleep supplementation, sleep complexes such as this, there's so much out there. You can get on Amazon right now, for an example, or you can go to Walmart or to eBay, whatever it is, and you can just go to Google and you can type in sleep supplement and you will see tons and tons of products, and most of them basically have the same ingredients. The dosages will be different. So what it comes down to is, how do you stand out? How do you appear to be different from all of the fluff? How do you not get lost within all of that? And listing it as a fat burner too, it's like, hey, you're going to get great sleep, but also you're going to burn fat too as well. Double-edged sword. Good job. Here we go. Get our product. It is now time to get into the meat and potatoes of Night Shred. We have the label here, and we're going to go ingredient by ingredient, and we're going to break them down. We're going to talk about if they can actually help sleep, if it's just rumors, if it's hearsay, if there's actually scientific research behind them, my personal experiences too as well. Again, when it comes to the PM fat burning complex here, I'm not going to talk about that too much. All these other ingredients on here can potentially be linked and associated with sleep in some shape or fashion. So right at the start, we have magnesium. Now, magnesium I speak on often. I've put out quite a bit of content on magnesium, and I will continue to do so. Magnesium has the potential to really help you with sleep because stress is something that we all know and love. We have to embrace it, unfortunately. Magnesium can help you de-stress. It can help you calm down and relax. And at the end of the day, stress is anti-sleep. So what's pretty cool about magnesium is it can really help you get into a zone and help you transition into sleep. Now, is it a direct link to it? You can't say definitively. Because you have struggled with sleep, it's pretty likely you know about magnesium. You've probably heard that it can help you sleep. And what is the first thing you do? Well, you go to Google, you go to Amazon, you type up magnesium supplement, magnesium sleep aid, whatever it is. And the first thing that you will find out pretty fast is there are tons of different types of magnesium. Now, taking magnesium in general is a good thing. Believe me, it's better than none at all. But typically, magnesium oxide is not one associated with sleep. Magnesium oxide typically will target constipation and gut issues and things of that nature. But when it comes to really helping you calm down, wind down, that typically you want to associate with magnesium bisglycinate or magnesium threonate. Magnesium bisglycinate I take personally. I take about 200 to 400 milligrams every day. It just depends on what is going on typically, if that increases or not. But typically I'm taking that an hour before bed. And the reason being is because magnesium bisglycinate or threonate, they can get access to your brain pretty quick. They can start taking action very quickly. You can start winding down, de-stressing, decluttering, and potentially that is going to end up to you actually transitioning into sleep easier. So it's kind of shocking that they opted to go with magnesium oxide. I would not recommend magnesium oxide in particular, but again, as I said, something is better than nothing. Next, we have their nighttime recovery complex. Before we get into this specifically, I do want to point out when it comes to complexes or blends or mixtures, when it comes to supplementation, you really need to be careful with it, because what typically will happen is, as Night Shred has put it on perfect display for me, you have a total amount, which is 510 milligrams, and then you have a bunch of ingredients listed in that complex. However, you have no clue how much of each ingredient you are actually getting. So you look at here, it has GABA, it has chamoy, it has flower powder, it has passion flower, and valerian root. Who's to say that there's 0.1 milligrams of valerian, 0.1 milligrams of chamoy, and then you have about 9.8 of the flower power and passion flower, and then the rest is GABA. You just don't know. Why is this important? A couple of reasons. The first reason simply is you need to know the exact amount that you're taking of valerian root, for an example, because there's certain ranges that you at least want to get within to where it has some kind of backing that it's improving your sleep. And then the next part is, who's to say if you're getting 50 milligrams of chamoy and you're getting this amount and this amount of the other ingredients? What if you had 100 milligrams of chamoy and that was the big changer for you relaxing or actually getting into sleep quicker? You cannot adjust that at all. You would have to take extra dosage of the supplement, which you don't want to mess around with, because then you would increase the amounts of all the other ingredients. You cannot double down on that one ingredient where you can manipulate and adjust for you specifically. Again, there is no cookie cutter way to take supplements. There is no supplement that someone can list that is going to nail down exactly the amounts for you that you need. And that becomes very difficult when you use blends like this. Okay, so let's get into the nighttime recovery complex. First thing you have is GABA. GABA, I love GABA. I actually love this part of Night Shred. Unfortunately, the dosage here is non-existent. GABA, it's unsure to this day the actual recommended range. I believe on examine.com it's listed around 3,000 to 5,000 milligrams, and examine.com is an extremely credible source. I've also seen 1,000 milligrams could be good enough. I've taken GABA in the past, and I actually plan on taking it again here coming up in the next month because I'm going to be testing out a specific type of GABA, and then I think I'm going to be taking about around 2,000 milligrams. But despite the dosage amount, again, the nighttime recovery complex is 510 milligrams. So even if 500 of that was GABA, you are not getting anywhere close to some of the recommended ranges that GABA will actually take effect on. And what GABA does is it helps you relax. It helps you have no inhibition, no resistance, lay back and chill. That is why you love sipping on alcohol to help you get to sleep, okay? Because when you drink alcohol, it rushes into your brain GABA. But what tends to happen, though, with alcohol is you produce way too much GABA, and your brain will convert that into glutamate, which is excitatory. So what ends up happening is later on in the night, you may wake up, or, you know, even if you do sleep throughout the night because you passed out drunk or whatever it is, you don't get great restorative sleep because you have these glutamates are just going around everywhere, and your brain thinks that you should be awake and you're stressed out. And you get into chamoy, flower powder, passion flower, and valerian root. Now, I'm just going to group all these together instead of going through them one by one. Well, the reason being is because most of the research, well, actually all of the research really out there on these adaptogens, when it comes to adaptogens, basically what they do is they essentially buffer some kind of hormone. Typically they help buffer stress, which is good to help reduce stress. Now, when it comes to these chamoy, valerian root, lemon extract, hops, there's all kinds of adaptogens. Rhodiola is a really good one too as well. And I'm actually surprised rhodiola is not even included in this complex. Typically some of these supplement complexes will try to do that. They're all usually grouped together and are used together in studies. There's almost no studies on, for an example, chamoy as an adaptogen, as an ingredient used by itself. Now, there's a lot of chamoy teas, there's a lot of chamoy products out there people try to sell, and, you know, they try to sell you goods on, hey, it's going to help you sleep. And a lot of people find out that's not necessarily the case. Now, there are some studies out there, you know, that show good things about most of these, which is cool. They could potentially help you get to sleep. And if they do, cool, that's awesome. However, take this nighttime recovery complex with a grain of salt. The total amount is tiny and 510 milligrams. I'm just going to say that this whole complex section is worthless. The amount is a joke. I have to be transparent with this. I really want to be nice. I actually do like Innosupps, their brand and what they're trying to say, but I don't understand how they came up with this complex and why the amount is so minuscule. I generally believe that will do nothing, but everyone's different. Sleep is unique per person, and you could be the one that it could help you out. But selling this as, you know, a guarantee or a claim that you're going to get the best sleep, powerful, restful sleep, that complex is not really doing you justice. And then look above, magnesium oxide, not looking too hot. Now we have the natural adaptogen compound, which they have here, ashwagandha. Ashwagandha, I'm a huge fan of, and the dosage, the amount, this I would say is the best portion on this entire supplement, and this is the only one that I can really say is really good. They did an awesome job with this. First of all, ashwagandha, yes, it is an adaptogen. It's a very useful tool that I cycle on and off of in terms of buffering stress. Now, ashwagandha isn't something, or any adaptogen, you don't want to chronically take it. It's not a great idea to constantly buffer your stress and try to manipulate and keep it low. Stress, cortisol, it's not a good idea to just always want to keep it low. It's a good thing. You want it to spike at certain times, particularly earlier in the day, and you want it to be kind of consistent throughout the day as you're trying to perform. But it's typically cortisol, stress, they become the bad guy towards the end of the night because they're anti-sleep. They do not work with your sleep at all. And ashwagandha is an adaptogen that you can take, will really help keep that stress in check. And I cycle on and off of it based on my lifestyle. If I'm going to be going through a training period, for an example, where I'm training super intensely, super hard, typically at the end of a mesocycle, or if there's a lot of work going on and it's going to be a super busy week, working with clients, meetings, and that things of nature, I will cycle in some ashwagandha, and it will really help on the back end with getting sleep. And the amount typically, 200 milligrams is cool. That's the low end of the range. Typically typically anywhere from 200 to, you can say, up to 600 milligrams of ashwagandha can be a very useful tool. So good job, Night Shred. This is the best section on your supplement. The PM fat burning complex, again, I'm just going to brush over that. As far as I'm concerned, and as far as I know, none of these affect sleep directly, possibly indirectly. If you are aware that CLA, for an example, could harm your sleep or get in the way of that, drop that in the comments below. Let me know. Otherwise, sometime I may, if I get time, I'll look into these specifically and if they have any association with sleep. Then you have the mood enhancement complex. This one's pretty funny. It's 5-HTP, 5-hydroxytryptophan, and L-tryptophan. 5-HTP and L-tryptophan, a lot of supplement companies, when it comes to sleep, they like to list these as two different things. They're technically the same thing. If you want to talk in scientific terms, they are different, but at the end of the day, you can look at it as L-tryptophan. And L-tryptophan, basically what it will do is it'll help your body produce more serotonin. With serotonin, aka it's called the feel-good hormone, really helps you chill, really helps you relax. And what's cool about serotonin, it's basically a setup man for melatonin, for your body to produce melatonin naturally. So it's a pretty cool process. Tryptophan, more serotonin, which means more melatonin, which means better sleep, or the potential to get to sleep, actually. Now, 35.5 milligrams on their mood enhancement complex. Mood enhancement complex, again, I just think it's just a buzz term. They're listing that there as filler to make the product look more appealing. It's like, oh, this is gonna help my mood, which technically, yeah, I see what they're going for, is because it helps you produce more serotonin. Here's the issue though. Tryptophan, supplementing with tryptophan it's the only time you would really supplement with tryptophan is if you were extremely deficient, if you had some kind of medical condition, because tryptophan is so easy to get through diet, and your diet doesn't even have to be 100% on point. Tryptophan, mainly you can get it from various proteins. You can get from seeds, nuts. It's very hard to be deficient in tryptophan. I'm under the impression there's no reason to supplement for it. Again, unless there's some special condition that you have or prescribed by a doctor. But other than that, having tryptophan in a sleep supplement, I just think is funny. I believe it's just filler. And then we have the last ingredient here, which is the second portion of this supplement that I do like. However, the dosage I don't like. But we have melatonin, and melatonin is great. I do recommend melatonin in specific situations. It can be very powerful. You may see melatonin, you're really thinking, oh, melatonin, no way. Melatonin does nothing for me. And that's probably likely the case. Here's the problem with melatonin. It's so easy to mess up using melatonin. First, you have the timing when you take it, and then you have the dosage. And with Night Shred here, they already have the dosage off. Typically with melatonin, the lower the dosage, the better. The lowest amount that you can take that it actually helps you get to sleep is great. 0.5 milligrams, yes, that low, up to a max of 2 milligrams is the sweet spot range that you want to work with. That's a range that I have personally experienced myself many times when I use melatonin. Melatonin, great for time change. So daylight savings time is a great example of this. And then also when you're traveling, that's another time zone shift too as well. And it is difficult when you travel back in time. That's very challenging. So if you're going from East Coast to West Coast, taking melatonin to help you adjust to that time zone is great. And then also it's about the length of use as well. Typically 1 week to 4 weeks max is when you want to use that melatonin cycle. If you try to chronically take melatonin, you're going to run into issues. You take more than 2 milligrams, you'll run into issues. So Innosupps Night Shred. We've broken down the ingredients here. We've had quite a bit to say. My final thoughts on this product is I wouldn't recommend it. Now, again, when it comes to sleep supplements, I'm cool with any product, method, hack, whatever you want to call it out there that can potentially help you get better sleep. And with Night Shred, it could help you sleep. And I cannot talk against the reviews. There's tons of reviews out there. There's a lot of 5-star reviews. They have the proof there. It could be the case that this is helping many people out there sleep, and that's cool. So I'm not going to sit here and say don't go buy Night Shred and don't try it yourself. What I'm saying is I'm giving you this information so you can have make an informed decision. I don't want you to go into purchasing Night Shred and you getting stuck in the mindset of this is going to be it, because I've been there thinking this is it. I'm going to buy this. This is going to solve all my sleep issues. This is not for that. If it does end up doing that for you, that is awesome. Make sure you review Night Shred, give them a 5-star and speak on them. What I'm just putting out here is information on how this product works, what's in it, and overall it's pretty lackluster. You could easily go purchase magnesium bisglycinate, for an example, or some ashwagandha in single ingredient form for far less price than this entire supplement together. And those could be the needle movers for your sleep. Tryptophan, simply look at your diet, which I said it's very difficult to be deficient on that. And again, the fat burning complex, if anyone takes Night Shred and what they think about that, or if anyone is well versed on the ingredients here in that fat burning complex, again, just comment below. And with the nighttime recovery complex, I love GABA, but the amount here is just a joke, to be quite honest. At least get to 1,000 milligrams of GABA. Again, as I said, even if 500 of that was GABA, it's just an amount that's not even going to phase you. So again, are you interested in this supplement to really help you with sleep? There's a lot of portions on here that just miss the bowl. And that will bring us to the end of this discussion on Innosupps Night Shred. Hopefully this video was very valuable to you, gave you some information that you need to make an informed purchase decision. Or if you're on the fence of using Night Shred, or if you're looking into some kind of supplement to help you get sleep, this video is designed to help you do that. If you've used Night Shred before and you had great success, make sure you drop a comment below. If you had a bad experience with it, let me know too as well. If you're considering other sleep supplements, you can check out this video that I did, a review on EchoVision Sleep Z's, where I broke down that supplement too as well. And consider subscribing to this channel. My goal is to put out information on sleep. At the end of the day, that is going to help you get sleep. And it can come in the form of educational material, funny stuff, breakdowns of supplements and reviews similar to this. But at the end of the day, if it helps you get sleep, make sure you subscribe and look forward to more content like this in the future.